Hello guys and welcome to Saint of the Day. Today the church celebrates Santa Angela Merici. Santa Angela Merici was born on March 21, 1474 in Desenzano del Garda, Italy. She came from a very honest family, materially poor but spiritually rich. She loved Christ and his church very much. With the witness of her parents, Angela and her sister grew up. From a young age, Angela lived a life of prayer and penance, seeking to love God more and more. She used to meet with her father to hear about the lives of the saints and began to nurture a devotion to Saint Ursula. When she was 15, her parents and sister died, and she had to live with an uncle. A woman of prayer, she never blamed God or rebelled. She had in her heart the desire to return to her homeland to lead a more austere and penitential life. 5 years after her uncle's death, she returned to Desenzano, dedicating herself to the spiritual and corporal works of mercy. She began to do a very providential work, confirmed by heaven, because she had a dream of seeing young people with crowns of lilies walking towards heaven. In that discernment, she seized the inspiration and went to work serving young people who were in moral danger. Upon receiving a second sight, she decided to make a pilgrimage to sacred places, such as Mantua and the sacred Mount of Varallo. In 1524, her next destination was the Holy Land. It was on this trip that Angela suddenly lost her sight. Undaunted, she accepted her momentary disability as a sign of divine providence in order to look at the sacred places with the gaze of the Spirit. Her sight was restored while praying before the crucifix. Returning to Italy in 1525, she went on a pilgrimage to Rome, where she established her charisma, so much that Pope Clement VIII proposed that she remain in the city. However, Saint Angela Merici did not accept, returning to Brescia, as she wanted to fulfill her heavenly vision. On November 25, 1535, with the support of 12 collaborators, Angela founded the Company of Saint Ursula, where the rule of life was to be outside the convent, dedicating oneself to the instruction and education of women, with a vow of obedience to the bishop and the church. She wanted the women to be in the word, but not of it. So they consecrated themselves to God and promised to remain celibate. St. Angela's main idea was that women should sanctify themselves in order to sanctify the family and society. The rule that Angela wrote for the company required members to remain faithful to the Christian basics, including praying the office of the Blessed Virgin and the 7 penitential psalms every day. Women like Saint Therese of Avila and Catherine of Genoa contributed significantly to the Catholic Reformation, but in the 16th century, perhaps, no woman responded more creatively to the need for reform than Santa Angela Merici. She built communities that trained single women in Christian living and provided them a secure place of honor in their local societies. She died on January 27, 1540, at the age of 66. At Angela Merici's death in 1540, she had started 24 groups. Over the years, the Ursulines have flourished as the oldest and one of the most respected of the Church's teachings orders. Her remains are in the Church of Santa Afra in Brescia. Her reputation for holiness became so evident that in 1544, Pope Paul III elevated her society to an institute of pontifical right, allowing the Ursulines to operate beyond the confines of the diocese.